Keeping to myself and staying out the way. Always on my lonely cause I can't change. Seeing how they talking and I'm outraged. Taking care of me, don't need a thing.
I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island.
Yeah.
Tell me, can we
Shout it, then I get lost in the abyss. I'm a quiet, but I like to talk my. You could bet I'm in my head, but you could bet I'm. Look, these be my sons. Without me, they be done. Where the would you get all your mobile pictures from? That's why I've been living on this island with my. Ignoring all these, cause my energy is priceless.
I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island. Tell me, can we? I've been.
It's a new week and a
Cause I can't change. See how they talking and I'm outraged. Taking care of me, don't need it. Look, my energy is priceless. Told my jeweler ice this. I'm way too decisive. Don't catch that ego-itis. When I'm up in London, everybody say your highness. Not because I'm royal, but because I do my thing. Born for this like Matt Dane. Red whip look like Chastain. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely.
I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island too. I've been living on an island. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely. People be so phony, that's why I be on my lonely.
First time I called Elliot, gonna tell me to spend $250. Now my chain costs $500,000, and I'm plotting on a silly Billy. Made $25 million, I said Now all of these me better, Shorty say she like me, cause she sliding through the trenches with me. Give her $1 million worth of game, like I'm wallowing Gilly. Weezy wanna Pluto ride it, this way too easy. I put your in CC, Celine Chanel if need be. You really actors, you should've been on TV. You talking like you turned up, you really TD. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me they. I the favorite lessons like they therapeutic. She said that don't call back, so she won't think I need it. Made it out of jumper, I ball ain't got no jumper. My uncle, never met, but I still love you. Remember that from way back? That in the hood with that made my pillow. This ain't that what you looking at, and we didn't know that in the roster. You can tell it's a rich posture. Yo, but when I'm spitting it proper. Next school I was searching my locker. Who did your jury? It look like brass. One of your bro should've stopped you. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me they. The favorite lessons like they therapeutic. She said that don't call back, so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gon' be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. Did you recall on me? I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic.
Put on, man, it's too easy. Y'all gon' like you don't snatch a lemon. I got a different places, different seasons. They playing the position, cutting her off too easy. I started out R&B stars right at the band. I have on the west side, think that I abandoned them. I have I can change climate. I threw the money on it to the price up like I designed it. Hit put the presidential on the. That little IG my car. Pop out that night and drove a lot. In the car.
It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me they. them feel relaxed just like they therapeutic. She said that.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams. Tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against us.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. O'Neal is out there with O'Neal. And it's Young, and it's Young, and it's Boomer in at the 2. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now Young. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Here's Irving. Rejected by Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Nets. 4-point game. Irving double team. Beyond the arc. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Irving.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Fires from deep. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. A steal. O'Neal with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Curry on the wing. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. No good from the wing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Irving kicks to O'Neal. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
O'Neal passes to Young. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Durant with a wide-open look. And the 3 off target.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky.
Oh,
nice finish.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Simmons checked in for O'Neal. T.J. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris checked in for Curry. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Irving. Then for the Raptors, Fisher's checked in for O'Neal. Kerr comes in for O'Neal. And it's Nance in for Young. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. trailing by 4. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, back to Simmons, knocked loose. Warren finds Harris. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Toronto.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game. And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made.
Oh, wow. Yes! Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Sumner passes to Harris. That's tipped. Here is Boomer. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Kicks it out to Kerr. The basket good, off the assist from Young. Kerr's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Simmons on the wing. And they get it. Ejected by Young. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Snatched away. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And Young with the stuff.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Teardrop shot, and Warren with the lay-in.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Here's Nance. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Fisher. AI is out there with Kerr. Then it's O'Neal. And it's O'Neal in at the power forward. Out to the wing. Here's O'Neal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. O'Neal's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Raptors. Irving with it. Working on AI. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against Indiana, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Richard, this part of the season is when we start to hear a lot of rumors, whether it's about players on the move, coaches on the hot seat. It covers all the bases.
Yeah, and that can be distracting for a lot of teams. I had a coach fired in the middle of a championship run. No one wants to be thinking about that or whether they'll be traded. But look, it happens this time of year. This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
O'Neal misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Simmons dishes to Curry. O'Neal with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Banked in off the glass. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Durant kicks to O'Neal. Simmons passes to Durant. 6 to shoot. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then. I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Irving can't hit. Toronto leading by 16. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Royce O'Neal. T.J. Warren comes in for Simmons. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. A new group in now for the Raptors. Young's checked in for Fisher. Young comes in for O'Neal. Boomer, he's checked in for Kerr. And it's Nance in for AI.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Nance in the high post. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Nets trail by 16. To the paint. It's tipped. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. To the left wing. Three-pointer connects from three-point range. Boomer's got 7.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the shot by Warren, no good. Raptors leading by 19. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power, and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately, it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Here's Young. Pass to O'Neal. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Boomer. From outside, off the mark. Nets trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Free throw good. Good Curry. And both free throws good for Curry. Here's Young. Last game he had 12. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Young. 6 points for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Warren. The shot, no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And so it's Toronto sitting. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Toronto Raptors.
Their plus margin on the boards has fueled this lead. They've been the much more physical team.
Yeah, this is how I played. You got to lean on them until they break.
And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. From the Western Conference, Big Dog.
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and set.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. I don't like what Boomer has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The guard set is Irving and Curry. Durant is out there with O'Neal. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And a wide open look for Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. O'Neal with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. O'Neal's got 8 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Stolen. Here's O'Neal. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Curry with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Curry dishes to Irving. And it's Tiny with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for O'Neal. Then for the Raptors, Fisher's checked in for O'Neal. Kerr comes in for Boomer. And AI is subbed in for Young. Curry passes to Claxton. Ejected by Young, and he gets it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Fisher. And again, no good by Toronto. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's Simmons penetrating. It's good. Simmons got his first basket.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
O'Neal against KD. And it's sent back by Irving. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The shot by KD, no good.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
Here's O'Neal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Simmons sets a screen for Warren. High post try, and he overshot that one, missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sharps checked in for the Nets. Thunder's checked in for the Raptors. Nance comes in for O'Neal. Shot to stop the run, and it's denied. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here are the Raptors now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Raptors foul.
And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
O'Neal's checked in for the Raptors. Boomer comes in for AI. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Sumner. No good on the shot. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Boomer, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Sharp. And Toronto also making a switch. Young's checked in. 43 seconds left in the third. Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
Young inside. O'Neal's there. Young, no good. Now, here's Warren, defended by Young. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Warren dishes to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren, spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
Here's Nance, driving the lane.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Raptors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. First free throw is good.
At the line with 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Nance. And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Thunder is out there with Fisher. Then there's Washington. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Landry in at the 1. Here's Fisher. Good on the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Landry against Irving. Outside Thomas. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Landry gets the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Irving surveying the floor. And the pass to Thomas. Pass to Sharp. Outside for Thomas. Tries a three. Drains the three-pointer. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Washington passes to Thunder. Over to the wing. Right side Landry. Here's Thunder. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Irving. Raptors also changing it up. Young's checked in for Fisher. And AI subbed in for Money. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Watanabe. It's Thomas outside. And they recover it. Sharp the pass to Watanabe. Here's Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Carney, and then Carney with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Sumner. Pass to Morris. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Watanabe. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. From past the arc. And the Nets miss again.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
They grabbed their own miss. Out to AI. And here's Kerr for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tiny.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's Toronto now. They're on a 10-2 run here. AI outside. Kerr kicks to O'Neal. To the left side wing. Carney. Off target from three-point range. Second shot opportunity. Brooklyn with the rebound. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Sumner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Kerr, and then Kerr with the dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Z.